the player that has brought the aggressive deck won every time against the controlish deck.
Yeah, here we have moving on into game number 2 with Xiaoken against Pynex with Lux Leona against Diana Vi. So who is actually the faster deck right over here? It seems like Diana Vi is the aggressor in this game.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. Diana Vi needs to put that pressure early on, which so far I think it managed to do. But Xiaoken has the Solaris Shield Bearer, which might put some of that aggression off. It's good because that Solaris Shield Bearer also come on his defensive turn, not on his attacking turn. So he can make full use of that +4 buff on its HP.
Exactly, and he also has a Radiant Guardian and a Judgment available. The only copy of Judgment in his deck is in his hand right now. So here comes the Shield Bearer for Xiaoken. Seems like Pynex is not drawing into anything at this point of time.
For Xiaoken, it might be a consideration there to take the pass. Just because you're not the aggressor, you don't really need to force your way and attack the opponent. But if your opponent, like Pynex did, signals you that he has nothing that he can play, that's a huge payoff.
Exactly. Coming into turn number 3 into a Lunari Priestess.
What's he going to discover? I'm curious. It's so interesting with this discover mechanic because on one hand it's very flexible, but on the other hand it can fire back if it pulls kind of everything you want when you want it. And I think that was the problem in Hearthstone with the discover mechanic that was there. It was a clown fiesta. And that's why I loved and I still love Legends of Runeterra so much because it implies as few RNG options as it can, and it implies more you having to decide, going for educated decisions.
Yeah, and here comes a single combat into the Scryer over here, buffing the Priestess to 4-3.
Well, that is not going to do it.
Yeah, that is not gonna do it.
For now, Xiaoken can just chill. He has more HP than his opponent. He is the control deck. He's just good on.
Yeah, and he has the
Good on his
Raboot.
feet.
He has the Raboot, and he also have the Radiant Guardian in his hand as well. So if this Sergeant dies, it's totally fine by him.
Let's see if that sergeant is going to die.
So here you have a 3-3 Sketcher.
Or he can just decide to pass because it's just one mana that more that he's wasting than his opponent, and his opponent I think might want to go.
Yeah,
He actually goes for the trade, and I think we're going to see a Radiant Guardian being dropped if his opponent goes for the clear.
yeah, and the 4-4 Diana is a really huge, really huge Diana. And a Trickster that's 5-5. Yo,
Wow.
Pynex is actually gaining so much value off that +2/+2.
I think Xiaoken can still afford to wait and develop the Radiant Guardian.
Yeah,
Well, not actually anymore.
attacking with just the 5-5. Seems like the Radiant Guardian is not gonna be online.
Your opponent is passing with 9 mana, you kind of expect a Radiant Guardian or at least a Remembrance that can pull the Radiant Guardian.
Exactly. Here comes a Mountain Scryer once again. What could he give him at this point of time?
Maybe another cosmic inspiration to make things even dirtier.
So the Lux gets the attack in this turn with a Lunari Priestess invoking once again. Yo! Pynex is gonna get so much value off all these invokes. You know, but however, Xiaoken has the Judgment in hand. everything is below 5 attacks, so I believe that Ravut could be able to sweep his board from here with that judgment if he wants to.
It depends on how he's going to attack. If Pynex goes for a full attack, the only copy of Judgment is going to do work. It's going to do wonders. He also has the means to protect it.
Exactly, and attacking with the 5/5, and I believe it's everything other than the Diana.
Well, this Ravun clear is still a thing and might switch the tides of the battle to Xiaoken's side.
Exactly, and with Judgment over here, it could evolve Lux as well. Seems
He's
like
still waiting. I like him being patient, not rushing, just because he has star shaping. No, never mind, he goes for the clear.
he's going for the Judgment over here, clearing the 5/5. I believe he needs to clear that 5/5, or else he might be, being pinched to death just by the auto attacking.
And now this Lux coming online, leveling up is going to be huge. Because Xiaoken has the tools to make Final Spark after Final Spark, even at burst speed, with the guiding touches and the star shaping. That is 7 mana. Lux needs just 6 for a ray.
Yeah, exactly. And the Sunburst over here could kill off that 5/5, and at the same time triggering another Final Spark. And the Lux is once the Lux is online, I believe it might be really difficult for Pynex from here on.
Well, I think you need to get rid of the elusive attacker here every time. Just because you're not comfortable taking 5 to the face every turn and not having an option to do something about that.
Yeah, I mean here there we have a Final Spark from the Lux. Final Sparking the 5/4 could be an option over here for Ken.
I mean, there is definitely that option because you want to remove your opponent's blockers and kind of establish a board presence of your own.
And not forgetting he have for the Marcia, and here comes the Immortal one. 11/7 on the board, and it could even return, right?
Yes, it returns once. How that card works is after it takes little damage, it fully heals back and it doesn't die for that round.
So that card is broken. Here comes a Remembrance.
I think the other option might have been to Xiaoken to just go for star shaping because he might have found a meteor comet, and that could have put to rest that Phoenix.
So here attacking with the Scouts, blocking with the 5/4. Chose to block with the Phoenix instead.
Maybe he's just trying to remove it out of the way.
But wow, that Phoenix is so insane. I mean, 11 with Elusive, that's huge. That's Phoenix, that's too big.
Well, fortunately for Xiaoken, he has the healing. He has star shaping and double guiding touch. That Phoenix shouldn't really be a troublemaker.
Yeah. And not forgetting he has Concerted Strike as well. So the Phoenix is probably in check for the next turn.
Well, what can his opponent do in order to preserve the Phoenix?
Pale
Let's look actually.
So here you have a Pale Cascade to save the Shield Bearer into a Night Stalker. Wow.
It still might not be enough to put Xiaoken to rest. He's a feisty one. You don't put him down that easily.
And a Scourge, 12/12 Scourge coming in. Consider strike. He has to fire the consider strike right here. Firing onto the Scourge. Putting it down to 2.
I think the Scourge is buffing everything and giving overwhelm, so it's kind of game over for Xiaoken.
Yeah, as Ken has no answer to the Scourge right now. And everything already have overwhelmed. And yo, Ken is in so much trouble right now.
Can he out-heal this attack? That's the real question. Can he? With just star shaping, I think not. I think
it's
it's
not
just going
enough.
to be game over.
Yeah, because just elusive is 19 damage already. He wouldn't have enough to heal himself back up.
And unfortunately, we see Xiaoken out.
Yeah, so I believe that Consider Strike was kind of targeted wrongly, and that is it. So this is probably it for the top 4, and we have Pynex winning over Xiaoken with a 2-0 scoreline. So congratulations to Pynex in moving on into the finals.